Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Now at 10 here, the humidity is rising and the heat is here for a couple more days. But now could we see some much needed rain? Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is tracking those chances for us. But first, our top story tonight. We have some new video of a house in Cheshire where we have just learned a man has died after being missing for nearly 20 hours. The home caught fire early this morning, and this is the closest view yet we've received of the damage, with pile of debris in the front yard. Crews had to go through every part of the house to find the body. Thanks so much for joining us here at 10. I'm Sarah Sanchez. Again, we just confirmed in the last 30 minutes a man is dead after that fire. Fox 61's Tim Lateau is live at the scene with more details for us tonight. Tim.
Yes, Sarah, we've learned from officials that both a man and a dog were recovered from this house behind me here. You can still see a police car sitting in the driveway guarding the property, as well as crime scene tape still up. I'll move out of the way to give you a better look at the scene here. And now the fire broke out around 3 this morning. Firefighters believed there were 2 men inside the home at the time of the fire. It was unclear where the second man was or if he was in fact home. Firefighters say they had to work with the Public Works Department to use an excavator to sift through debris, where they found the man and deceased dog. We spoke with the mother this morning, who feared that it was her 32-year-old son who did not make it out of the house, but firefighters could not confirm the age or identity of the son. Here's what that mother told us earlier this morning.
I guess he saw my son in the bathroom and said, "We have to get out." And then there was an explosion, and he lost track of him somehow. I'm gonna miss him so much. He was such a sweet, kind-hearted kid. He would do anything for anybody. He loved animals. He helped his dad at the vet clinic.
And again, the age and identity of the man who was killed in the fire still remains not clear. Firefighters have not released that information yet. We'll let you know, though, as soon as they do. For now, live in Cheshire, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.
Thank you, Tim. We have some breaking news here at 10. A motorcyclist is dead after a crash earlier tonight in Waterbury. Police tell us this happened at the intersection of East Main and Baldwin Streets just after 5 p.m. Police say a car crashed with that motorcycle. The man on the motorcycle was taken to the hospital where he died. The driver of the car was not hurt and stayed at the intersection. Some roads in the area are closed while police figure out what led up to that crash. Well, more on the heat and humidity. It feels very much like August in Connecticut outside. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first look at the forecast. So, Rachel, you're tracking some rain now.
Yeah, we have the chance for a shower or thunderstorm in spots as we head through the afternoon tomorrow. And this is one of those cases where you are actually rooting for a thunderstorm because it'll help cool off your town, at least temporarily. We do think we'll hit 90 degrees for a third day in a row. If we do, that would make this the 4th heat wave of 2025. It hasn't been so bad so far, mostly because the humidity has not been terrible, but that's changing tonight. The humidity is climbing in a big way, and it will remain warm and muggy as we head through the evening tonight. 77 still in Hartford, 78 for the New Haven area. See the purple and the pink? That's showing you where we've got that very humid, if not tropical air, and that is moving in for many areas overnight. Overnight, we'll see low temperatures staying right around 70 degrees. There is a chance right around daybreak that we see areas of low clouds and fog in parts of the state, especially eastern and southeastern Connecticut. But then we'll break for sun. We'll see high temperatures in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. And then we will have that chance for a hit or miss shower or storm in the afternoon, especially around and north and west of the I-84 corridor. If you do get a shower, you have the chance for seeing a locally heavy downpour. But again, some areas will stay entirely dry. And there may be a better chance of getting a shower or storm on Thursday. We'll get a closer look at all of this. Your full forecast is coming up, Sarah.
Thank you, Rachel. The city of Meriden needs your help. Police say someone vandalized one of the cemeteries there, and tonight dozens of headstones are damaged. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot has a closer look at the damage and what the city needs from you.
Early Monday morning, Meriden police say around 100 headstones and gravestones were damaged. Some of these go back to the 1800s.
We're looking for the public's help in identifying any suspects if they saw something or they have any home video.
Meriden police say around 100 gravestones, headstones, and monuments were vandalized at the St. Patrick's Cemetery, and that this crime won't be tolerated.
It is a Class C felony to desecrate the gravestone markers, and for that you can face up to 10 years in jail and up to a $10,000 fine or both. So we're going to do everything we can to try to leverage that to figure out who did this and hold them accountable and send them to court.
Officers say there were no tire marks in the grass, but due to the number and size of monuments that were damaged, they believe there are multiple people who are behind this. Mayor Kevin Scarpetti urges people who live nearby and have doorbell or surveillance cameras to check them now for anything that might help investigators.
We're hoping someone that might be able to go back and check your Ring camera or anything, any of your devices to see if you might have caught something. You may think it's nothing, but it might lead to a suspect and hopefully an arrest in this case.
Mayor Scarpetti stressed how important it is that the individuals involved with this crime are caught.
We want to make sure we're, of course, honoring those deceased and the families that come here to pay their respects, but also to show those suspects we are not going to tolerate this in any cemetery or any area of our cities.
The mayor says it could take a couple months for all of these headstones and gravestones to be fixed. In Meriden, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Tonight, an Applebee's employee at the Plainville restaurant is hurt, recovering after a fight with another coworker. That coworker has been charged. Please tell us what started as the two workers shouting at each other escalated. The two employees were working in the kitchen. Chaz McElroy reportedly punched his coworker multiple times, then took off. An ambulance took the victim to the hospital for facial injuries. Officers arrested McElroy near the New Britain line. He's been charged with assault and disorderly conduct. He's out on bond. The Office of Inspector General still investigating the death of a woman who was shot by state troopers. And today, the office released body cam video from two of the officers who shot at her. Fox 61's Tim Lammers went through that video and gives us a clear picture as to what happened.
Troopers were called to a home on Gifford Lane in Basra Saturday evening. They got a report of a fight between two people with a woman holding a gun. So in this body cam video from Trooper Brett Cook, you can see him approaching the home cautiously and eventually spotting a woman dressed in black.
I got eyes on a female. She's in the backyard.
He confirmed that woman, 39-year-old Amanda Williams, was holding a gun.
She's got a firearm in her hand.
Trooper Cook and others ordered her to drop the gun. In the next 30 seconds, troopers moved closer while trying to maintain cover. And as we switch to the body cam video of Trooper Noah Blanchette, you can hear Williams give an indication that she wasn't going to comply.
We're going to have to, because you know what? I'm not going to jail, and they're not going to do that, no.
Blanchette had his rifle ready, but tried to de-escalate, albeit to no effect.
Can you please drop the gun?
No, I will not.
Next, you'll hear Sergeant Zachary Cash fire pepper balls at Williams as Williams seems to egg the officers on before Cook and Blanchette open fire.
I already told you, I'm going to die. It's not. Do it. Do it. Do it.
That was Tim Lammers reporting. Williams died right there. Trooper Cook pulled a gun from her hands, and the coroner says she died of a gunshot wound to the neck with a spinal cord injury. The office has not yet determined if the shooting is justified. A former nurse from New York is heading to prison for stealing and tampering with powerful painkillers at a Stanford surgical clinic. Prosecutors say Kristen Cortinado took vials of hydromorphine and fentanyl and used the drugs herself. She then refilled those vials with saline or water and returned them. No patients were given the tampered medicine. She pleaded guilty to tampering a consumer product, and she was sentenced to 5 months in prison, 3 years of supervised release. Well, a violent Bridgeport gang member will spend 40 years in federal prison. Prosecutors say Lorenzo Carter was part of the original North End gang. In 2018, he helped kill 25-year-old Len Smith and seriously hurt a woman during a mistaken gang hit. Investigators say ONE members committed murders, robberies, and drug trafficking crimes, often using stolen cars and social media to plan their crimes. Carter was convicted of racketeering conspiracy last year and has prior gun convictions. Well, now at 10, a warning for people who live in New Haven. Mayor Justin Elicker says tap water could be rusty or cloudy during this week's heat. Hot weather can stir up natural minerals, which may discolor your water. It's usually not harmful, but avoid drinking it if it does look off. To clear your water, you run cold taps for 10 minutes, flush your toilets and wait, and repeat if needed. If problems continue, call the Regional Water Authority.